Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo, and thank you so much for the continued support for this series. It definitely does not go unappreciated, and to show my appreciation, we'll be doing a request today for the tapir. Luckily, the tapir can live in groups of one. They don't need two, which is good because there was only one in the animal trading facility at all. Which is good. We have a female, and looking at the habitat, you can see that we need 430 meters of land and 37 meters of water with a grade 2 fence higher than 3.3 feet. Looking at the species data, they're neutral with humans, so they're not particularly shy. They may not need to hide, but one good thing that we want to do is use the area that we have here for the water purification. We have our purifier over here that can reach over in this area. So what I'm probably planning on doing is running a path, say, around here, around the backside of where our saltwater crocodile lives, and maybe, just maybe, tie up back to the main thoroughfare here. It's going to take some movement of the facilities here, but hopefully by that time we will have a food court set up that we can shoot off of this and maybe like make it back here. Let's say that way you go in, you get your food, and you're ready to go. But either way, any water we put down in this area will be purified, and that's good for the tapir. So I will go ahead and build a small pen for the tapir. It's only 430 meters squared plus another 37 meters of water. I'll probably make it 800 meters or so with maybe 60 or 70 meters of water just to get the second tapir if we're lucky. We're only going to get a male in here if our female does live, because they're a small animal group. Looking at the interspecies, they don't live with any other creatures, but we do know the forage box, the barrel feeder, the ice ball, the small ball, and the sprinkler. So we'll be able to get a lot of good enrichment items for the tapir, so it can be nice and happy. So I will go ahead and run some pathing down and get the enclosure set up and be right back. All right, our tapir has arrived, and as you can see, we've got a little bit of an enclosure here. We can go ahead and get them set up, but the pen itself is, let's see, 560 meters squared with 104 meters squared of water area, and it is indeed within our water purification zone, which is all well and good. We can extend this over here if we wanted another enclosure, say, over on this side, and we wanted to put the lake right there to get the most out of it. But first and foremost, let's make sure that our tapir has everything they need to be happy. We have Anacawana here. Nice, beautiful name. And they need some hard shelter, it looks like, and they need some grass. We could probably smooth out some of this area to give her more land. We have about double the land that is required, but we'll just have to play it by ear. We need a lot more soil, it seems, so let's go ahead and paint some soil in. Let's do some soil heavy right by the water area. Get rid of some of that long grass because there's entirely way too much long grass in here. It looks like the tapir will be fine with no long grass at all, which is ideal and all good. All right, so that should be more than enough soil around the outside. Now we just need to get some short grass in here, just get rid of that long grass if we can. And yeah, they do not want any long grass whatsoever in this piece, so we will be more than happy to accommodate. And there we go, pretty much. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. So we've got good terrain. Now we need a hard shelter here, which is easy to do. We'll go habitat and then shelter, and we need us a hard shelter for her. A small one will suffice. A 4x4. Let's go ahead and put that in the corner here. And then we can put down some medium bedding. Like so. So hopefully she will take a seat and give it a sleep. All right, so 55% hard shelter. Interesting indeed. So she needs a lot more hard shelter than that. We could try to come off of this with some natural foliage because she does require some plants from the South and Central America tropical, temperate, and grassland biomes. So that should be easy to do. We will go continent and go Central and South America, and then we'll go with our biomes and go tropical, then our temperate, and also our grassland, and see if we can come up with some sort of overhanging trees. Oh crap, that is huge. Holly tree, how about a little bit bigger? Yes, indeed. Let's put it right there, one holly tree. Lobster claws. That should be good to help hide her. So we've got some plants in there. Ooh, a tamarind tree. All right, so that is plant coverage all set with some foliage. Let's see if we can add some more plants around here. Just sort of boost that up and make it look nice and neat. All right, what else do we have here? Ooh, a yellow ippy tree. We'll do that. Now, does that count as hard shelter with the trees? It does not. All right, so what I might do is do something like the wolves and get some rocks from this particular, oh, there's no rocks from this particular area. Fascinating. Now, if we were to, see, we got water lilies. We've got broken stumps. I don't want to put any rocks in here that are not native. She may have a cow with that. Let's actually then just get some construction going on here and see if we can build maybe an overhang from these roofs. Yeah, if we were to like rotate that and extend it outward, make sort of like an overhang. Yeah, let's see if that'll work. So we'll put that up, and then we will advanced move. Oh, so it's building on the grid. Okay. Building on the grid isn't bad. Yeah, we'll split that from the group. That way we have advanced move options. We'll just rotate that like so. Scooch that in just a bit. And then can we duplicate this and connect it up? Yeah, let's raise the roof. Get that in line. And then see if we can do something like maybe a post or a column. Oh, that is way off. Tell you, working in 3D space. That's why you set your views properly. You look from the side, you look from the front, and then you can get everything all lined up. All right. Do we have any kind of pillars that we can put down? Hey, I told you. Okay, so Control Z got rid of it. It didn't place it. Advance, move, and duplicate. There we go. Do what I learned from Bristol Motor Speedway. There we go. All right, so let's get a column here so it doesn't look like it is floating. Can we get a little bit taller of a column? Maybe 2 foot, if we can do something like that. And then we'll duplicate and move. Send that straight up, place it, and then duplicate and move it again. Now, can we? Yeah, part of me wants to move it a little bit more in center. Just sort of fine-tune it a skosh. And this is what I had to do for that that super build of Bristol Motor Speedway, is get all the columns in line and looking stable. Okay. So tell you what we'll do. We'll add another one in the back here. The 4-meter column. right around the backside. And then that way, it sort of looks supported on this side. We'll advance, move it over to the fence line. Yeah, I think that will work out quite well. If we do something like that. All right, now we'll see if that is enough hard shelter for our Baird's tapir. Yes, indeed. So we got like an awning, an overhang, plenty of plants and water. In fact, maybe a bit too much water. All right, so next up is our enrichment items, which I'm pretty sure we know a good bit about. So let's go enrichment items for the Baird's tapir. All right, so you want a forage box. I mean, that's pretty big. Not gonna lie, if we put it sort of on the edge of the water like that, we'll put down a barrel feeder. We'll put down a ball, and let's see if you're happy with that. 72. All right, we'll put an ice block back here, and 95 should be good enough. That should be one happy tapir. Now we'll need to get our food and water situation sorted. For our food and water, let's go a medium feeding trough. Let's say right there. And then a water pipe over here. And then, of course, we need to get our educational items up and kicking. All right, so let's go ahead and copy, duplicate, move this bad boy right over here. And make sure that that is set for the tapir instead of the Arctic wolf. Nice. Duplicate that right up. Now, one thing about it, I don't think these are within power. Yeah, they're within no power. So we can extend our walk path with our power situation, I believe. How far out do we go? Basically just right there. Okay. So let's move the power that we do have. If we look at the negative impact on guests, we can scooch this out just a bit. So let's go ahead and do that while we can. We'll go ahead and move this power grid back here. And then just run another path to it. Stop walking, please. All right. Let's grab another staff path. Connect that up right there and then see what our power situation is now, as well as the negative impact on guests. So that is far and away. Power reaches to about right there. It's something to keep in mind. We can put one more speaker over here, line some speakers up over there if need be. So we'll put that there. And then duplicate it once more. I think that one was put down without us selecting it. All right, so that one's good, that one's good. Now we can copy this one. Duplicate and put that right there. And then we'll just go ahead and get our sign a-going. Our educational stand. Right here. And then turn that on to Baird's tapir. Now we've got a little bit of education going. All right, looks like our Western Diamondbacks are on the struggle bus, and I assume it's because they're overpopulated. So in the meantime, I'll go ahead and get those Western Diamondbacks all cleaned out. Sloths are speed. Speed is key. Then we will say hello. Hello, sloths are speed. We've said hello, and now it's time to clean out the Western Diamondback rattlesnake. So I will do that and be right back. Well, wouldn't you know it? That is why they're on the struggle bus. We moved that power plant to fit the Baird's tapir, but ended up moving it just out of range of our poor rattlesnake. So we've got one here, but it's also powering our water plant. How about if we moved it, flipped it around, and then did something like so? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Terrain modification fail. Is it because we're on the back side? Or is it because it's too close to... Yeah, it's too close to that enclosure. But that is fine right there. All right, so let's run the staff path to it now. And we can get those snakes back on the good path. All right, there you go, snakes. So the temperature will come back. The snakes will hopefully be back in, and yes, indeed. Now, the social group health is still suffering. I believe we have too many snakes here, but they're still a little bit mad. So that is fine. Ooh, Arctic Wolf is about to mature. We're going to have to be on the lookout for their adult group, or we can go ahead and see if we can get some new Arctic Wolves into this establishment. But I'm going to go ahead and thin this out down to 1 and 1. Let's see, Yalitha is a 1-year-old young adult. So it would be better if Yalitha stayed. We also have Zophany, who is 7 years old. Let's go ahead and send her to the Animal Trading Center. And then as far as our males go, we have Bashiri, who is an adult 6.3 years old. And we have Symington, who is an adult 2.2 years old. Okay, so I think we can get rid of Bashiri, perhaps. Send that to the storage center. So now their social group is fine. We can go to our animal trading place and see. No, we should have some in animal storage here. Clear all filters, please. Any species. Okay, well, maybe our Western Diamondbacks will pop up soon-ish? Question mark, trademark, who knows? But yeah, looking good, looking solid. Hopefully our keeper will be on the way pretty soon. And Anakoana is feeling pretty good. That's what I like to see. Hopefully, Anakoana will be fine on her own. And then we have Nanook, who is about to mature into an adult. So, do we get rid of the parents and start off Nanook fresh? Looking at her genes, she doesn't have longevity. Oh, Uma Torvik is about to die of old age, so it's a coming of the storm. An 11.9-year-old wolf, and there we go, call the vets. Uma Torvik has passed on, unfortunately. A male, 11.9. So the circle of life continues. We're going to have one grow up, a female grow up, just as Uma Torvik has kicked the bucket. And here is our vet, Colby, going to the animal here to pack him up. And it was nice while it lasted. That is for sure. And yeah, press F in chat for Uma Vorvik. That research is done, though. Outstanding. Mycoplasmosis has been researched. Next up, let's research, let's see, Simeon the canine. And as we have some wolves in here, Canis lupus, pretty sure we're going to need that researched as well. So as we were saying before we were so rudely interrupted by a death, we have the alpha female. Let's get another alpha male up in here because Nanook has grown up. She's okay, but we have no males in our Arctic wolf pen. So now it is about time to look up some more Arctic wolves here and see if we can find a male to move in. Let's see, the Arctic wolf, if you please. Do you have any males up for bids? Just females. Man, that is rough. We are going to have to... Oh, because we have the filter on. Hey. We have Coupon. All right, connecting. Go ahead and move Coupon in here. And nice. $43,000 a year in profits from food. That is outstanding. Completed that challenge there. So Coupon should be on the way. Nice. Mechanic research is done as well. Now, what were we doing with our mechanic? We were doing drink shops. So that was Pipshot Water. Okay, so now we've got pip shot water we can put down. But do we want to spend... I think power would be okay if we got the wind turbine. I don't think that has as much effect on guests as those big honkin' power generators, and we might be able to squeeze them in different places. All right, so a new wolf is in, and that reminds me, we might be able to find a Baird's Tapir on the animal market now that I've cleared that filter, and I'm not an idiot. Well, I'm still an idiot, but I figured out my mistake. That's what we're doing here. So yes, indeed, lots of males. 1.9-year-old, that's a good one from Tanglewood Parks. We'll go ahead and spend our conservation credits and get a male Baird's Tapir in there for our good friend Anaquana. All right, Mei Ying, low welfare. Now you're hiding. Yep, your social is going up. You should be good. Don't you dare go back outside. If you are shy and you're hiding, then make sure that you hide correctly, please. Yeah, that stress is going up. She will be fine. We have Parabol 1134. We'll go ahead and say hello. Hello, Parabol. And she's pretty stoked. That's what I like to see. What are your thoughts? Just getting educated here. Zoo ticket price is good. Okay. Aardvark is about to mate. I tell you what, they are... you want to see the Brazilian wandering spider. That's fine. You can go ahead and do that. You've got 97 bucks. She paid $20 to get in, $8 for food, $17 for other. She might have bought a package. Yeah, you enjoy that burger, VIP guest. All right, so looking good. Okay, marketing has gone down. We'll go ahead and get our marketing back up and running. All right, done there, and we will do comedy for the marketing there to keep our star rating nice and high, thanks to our marketing budget. And now we have pip shot water we can do. And I'm thinking right here wouldn't be a bad place. We've got an ATM right across the way. Maybe another garbage can or recycle bin would be needed. Let's go ahead and put 2 down. And let's go, yeah, guest facilities and drink stalls. And now we've got the pip shot water right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you were in the mood for some bottled water, how much are we charging? $4 for mineral water, $5 for mineral water XL, making $3 and $3.75 on each purchase. And people are thirsty, it seems. Yes, indeed, they're getting down to half thirst, and people are learning, hey, if you want some water, come on over here next to the Baird's Tapir. And everything is happy. In fact, you're so happy you could crap yourself. Welcome, Anaquana. And welcome to you, Zapili. Oh, another VIP guest. Who dat? Box, 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 box. I'm thinking that is a lost in translation keyboard. So a language that, you know, the computer's language doesn't understand. So welcome. Symbol, 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 symbol. Welcome to the zoo. So yeah, feeling pretty good. I'm guessing in the next episode what we will do, we have this area extended over here. I'm thinking like a proper food court right back here would be fine. Looking at the reach of our power, we've got plenty of power over here to do that. As far as water goes, I don't think they need water purification, so all of that is fine. Looking at the negative impact on guests, we have some litter and some trash, unfortunately. I imagine our staff are pretty overworked. That's one thing that we can look at as well before we call it an episode, is how about our... man, that's a lot of vendors with a lot of workload. Yes, indeed, caretakers are pushed beyond their limits. So we will add 3 caretakers. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. So get to work, get finding what's wrong, pulling out some moolah. I've been robbed. So he goes straight to the ATM. 1,400 bucks. Ouch. Now, if they've been robbed, I'm thinking that might be another security guard that we have to handle. Right now, looking at security, keeper, mechanics, we've got 2 guards with a low workload. Probably wouldn't hurt to have another security guard. And it might not hurt to do some more PTZs here, or some more cameras. So we'll duplicate, plop that right there. How about we plop it on that corner there? We'll put it right on top of the bridge there for a nice high vantage point. We don't have any back here. We'll plop that there. And how about in this corner? There we go. So try to help the security guards out with some more camera views. I don't know where they review those cameras or that footage out, but it may help them, you know, catch some criminals. We've got a keeper hut ready to go. 1 out of 6 used. It's inefficient, but that's fine. Vet research is done. So that was our canine distemper virus. All right, doing some research here. We've got foot and mouth disease. How about salmonella? Salmonellosis. We're not going to cook any raw eggs around here, but you can't be too careful. We also have a staff room that no one is using back here just in case. But putting the staff room back here is definitely good for these creatures on this side of the fence. Definitely looks like we need a keeper over here as well. How about our keepers? Are they running around like a chicken with their head cut off? Are they up top? Did we miss them? Yeah, heavy workload. 1, 2, 3. 3 more keepers. So hopefully our brand new keeper, welcome Carmela Dodge. First thing you are going to do is you are going to do a pooper scoop. That's what we hired you for. Hey, there's more poop back there. You must be new. Who is your trainer? Who is your team chief? Bring them back here right now. Okay, so it looks like, who is this? Is this one of our, Roseanne? Yeah, she's capable. Hopefully then she will see the poop when she fills up this food. Yeah, go ahead and fill up that barrel feeder as well. Man, already that fence is showing signs of wear. We may have to get more mechaniques around here. Facilities, we need to put in a work order. We better call Derek and tell Derek that fence has holes in it. Man, that's a lot of poop. Tell you what, the Roseanne is on it. Congratulations there, Roseanne. And that's one last thing we want to look at is our mechanics. No, they've got efficient workloads. We'll put in one more just to sort of, you know, get them in many places at once. It might not be a bad idea to start assigning zones in the zoo to tell one mechanic you're responsible for these enclosures, tell the other mechanic you're responsible for these enclosures. That way they're all not walking around the entirety of the zoo to help some efficiency, and we can work on that in the next episode for sure. Release 3 of any habitat species to the wild. We've got habitat species in the trade, and that's why exhibit. All right, so we're going to select all. Oh, we're not going to be able to release to the wild, huh? So let's select none. Which ones can we release to the wild? Can we release any to the wild? We can only quick trade. Can't release to the wild. I don't want a quick trade. Okay. Oh, bongos are fighting for alpha status. So the loser will be kicked. Hey, nerd. That's me. This game knows me. All right, so the bongos are fighting for alpha. Whoever the alpha is not is going to be the... Okay, who fight? Who fight who? Who the alpha? You're the alpha? Good. Who's our other male? Habib. 1125 appeal. You are sitting at 1181. Sorry, Habib. That's Tikaya. Habib, you're going to be released to the wild, please. 70 conservation credits, and away you go. All right, bongos are looking good. We've got 2 females in here and 1 male, I assume. And everything looking good. We have greeted all of our VIP guests, and everything is going swimmingly. Arctic Wolf is about to mate. We brought in the new male. That would be Capun, the coupon. And how are his genetics? Okay, good immunity, good longevity. Hopefully he can pass that along to our children. The female, 5-star. Now her genes are not that good, but she's got a lot of appeal. But her size, we might be able to get lucky and get like a size pup around here. But that would not be bad at all. But that will do it for me and this episode of Planet Zoo, ladies and gentlemen. We have our Baird's Tapir in here, nice and comfy. We've hired on some more staff, and everything is looking good. Yeah, so I'm thinking, food court. We need to get like a coordinated place where all of our new food stalls are going to go. And also keep an eye out for any animals that may be appealing. And then assign zones for our mechanics to service the fence line. That way nothing goes to the wayside. Because, some of these fences are starting to look a little beat. But that will do it for me in this episode of Planet Zoo. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Planet Zoo video. Take care.